I'm a bird, mother. I'm a bird.
PC gamer caught mocking gamers. Activist website caught in a lie, secretly supporting Elon Musk. What?
What just happened? What was that?
What?
So as you guys may or may not be aware, I've told you before that I am citing PC Gamer articles a lot more now because, quite frankly, PC Gamer, ever since Donald Trump got, basically semi-elected here, they have been melting down. Their articles on PC Gamer has been nothing but trauma dumps and coping and seething articles. And to be honest with you, as a YouTuber, it's content gold. So if anybody's watching this as a YouTuber, you probably should be looking at PC Gamer, but still.
Oh, I am. I am. Whenever I need a good laugh, I'm gonna check it out sometimes. If you guys don't know this, if you open your browser on your phone, the first page, if you scroll down, like the default first page, if you scroll down, you usually have like articles and news there. There's always a PC Gamer article featured, or maybe just because of my interest. And every time the first PC Gamer article I get there, I click on it just to have a good laugh.
So PC Gamer just wrote another one, and I had to share it with you guys because it's that pathetic. It says Twitter is dead, X is a cesspit, let's make 2025 the year of the message board. They are coping so hard over the fact that Elon Musk took their Twitter baby away that they're trying to tell people to utilize other platforms outside of X, namely BlueSky and message boards, in order to essentially own the chuds.
Who wants to hear a really funny joke? Gaming journalism.
That guy's amazing.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, my homie.
This entire thing is absolute nonsense, and it just goes to show that the amount of coping and seething that's going to happen this year is going to be astronomical. I'm telling you guys, we are just, 17 days away from inauguration, and the amount of melting down that's going to happen for all 17 of those days is going to be ridiculous. And then after the inauguration actually happens, the amount of coping and seething that's going to happen for this entire year is going to be massive, and I'm here for it, and I'm sure you guys are here for it as well. So let's get into this article, guys, from PC Gamer. But of course, before we do, if you are new here, just consider hitting that subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it, and like the video to push us out into that.
Wait. The very first thing I have noticed, BlueSky is a nice enough alternative, but it doesn't solve most of the fundamental problems of massive social media. BlueSky can get, especially if you're an artist, you don't want to go to BlueSky. Is Twitter flawed? Extremely so. But on Twitter, even though you do have bots, you still need to register accounts to be able to see. On BlueSky, you can see everything without an account, which means outside of Twitter, data miners and all that stuff can easily scrape like all of your art and whatnot. So BlueSky is an echo chamber. It definitely is. And the funny thing is, when all of these people went over to BlueSky and they had no one else to blame and attack, they started attacking each other. So they actually did go back to Twitter.
YouTube algorithm. Look at the first thing he says. He says BlueSky's a nice enough alternative, but it doesn't solve most of the fundamental problems of massive social media. So immediately they try to mention BlueSky, and they're so desperately trying to make BlueSky a thing. But you know and I know that BlueSky is not a thing. Nobody fucking cares about BlueSky. Nobody uses BlueSky. And the hilarious thing is, these losers, they try to tell you to go to BlueSky. When they have a major announcement, where do they announce it? On X. Like most of them, 95% of them announce it on X. AOC got caught getting absolutely destroyed because she was trying to promote BlueSky, and she ended up making a super big announcement on X first and not BlueSky. And it makes you wonder, gee, why is that? So he says Twitter is dead. Almost exactly a year ago, I hoped that the once upon a time microblog of record would have a 2024 bad enough to kill it, to finally free me from my compulsion to check in. And you know what? That year made good on my request. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean that Twitter is dead in the sense that it doesn't continue to draw in somehow millions of users, or that it doesn't continue to generate some small sliver of revenue from the dullest wits on earth forking over $8 a month to have their replies artificially boosted to the top of every single thread. I don't even mean to say that a year or two from now, all of that won't still be true. Doesn't PC Gamer have a gold checkmark on Twitter? Like, I'm pretty sure PC Gamer has a gold checkmark on Twitter. I'm actually going to check that right now. Let me search that really quick.
What?
No way they're that hypocritical. So on Twitter, you have 3 different ones. You have the blue one for users, right?
Uh-huh.
Which is like $7.99. Then you have the business account, gold check mark.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have the gray check mark for government accounts.
Okay. Okay.
On X while we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to understand something. Let me bring it up on screen here. Just take a little looky look.
Brother.
They have the business check mark. No.
Oof.
Oh my god. I'm telling you, they gotta educate the freelancers.
In this article, you have a journalist from PC Gamer that is trying to make you feel bad because you spent $8 a month to boost your account and make it, especially if you're a content creator. $8 a month, they're trying to make you feel bad. PC Gamer has a gold badge. That is $1,000 a month badge.
Bro.
Trying to make you feel bad because you may spend $8 a month to have the replies artificially boosted?
And here they are spending $1,000 a month.
To be boosted.
I mean, they gotta boost to get more ridiculed, right? They gotta get it somewhere. I am convinced PC Gamer, the website,
Yeah.
has like a humiliation.
Kidding me? The absolute hypocrisy here is astounding. I don't even think that the journalist even realizes that their own company pays Elon Musk $1,000 for a gold badge.
This is what happens when you don't want to hire full-time employees and you're relying just on freelancers and you won't even fork out for someone to work on like a company writing guidance book. So when it comes to being a company and an entity, you have brand guide books, right? Where you basically underline what the tone should be, what the formatting should be, and like TLDR information of the company they should know.
You are out of your mind, bro. Oh my God, the level of hypocrisy is insane. But let's continue. I'm sure it's going to be even better. He says, I don't even mean to say that a year or two from now, all of that won't still be true. Your company pays $1,000 to Elon Musk, bro. Get over it. What I mean is that Twitter is dead because it is finally fully X, the everything app. Elon's beast. Where else can you go to watch a billionaire sheepishly back down from a fight he picked with the Supreme Court of South America's largest economy? Where else can you go to continue being harassed by people you've blocked? What other service stumbles on like the restless dead in spite of an 84% revenue drop versus...
I don't know. I had my account for a few years now. Not a single time got harassed there.
Just 2 years ago. Just an FYI, Twitter was never making money. I don't know if these losers even realize that, but Twitter was never making money. This is the reason why Twitter was sold, because Twitter was more about control, was more about power than making money. But Twitter got itself in such a hole that it had to actually accept Elon Musk's, buyout. So I don't understand why you're trying to pretend as if that's not like all of a sudden Twitter was making so much money before Elon Musk ruined it. You're an idiot if you truly believe that. And again, this is coming from a journalist. They tried to make you...
Well, okay. So what happened when Elon Musk took over Twitter, right? A lot of employees from the company were laid off because he was automating a lot of the work pipeline and offloading workload. So he was getting rid of over hiring people for stuff that can be easily automated. Of course, people are going to be angry about it. But the reality is a lot of industries, actually all of the industries, are looking into automations where it's possible. So he would not be an exception from it, obviously. Did he piss off a lot of advertisers? 100%. A lot of advertisers pulled out because there was not enough moderation happening on Twitter. Since he wanted to excuse quite a few people and get them unbanned. So Twitter does have a lot of issues post Elon Musk, but still better than BlueSky.
Feel bad for paying $8 a month on X, but their own company pays $1,000 a month on X. So let that be known. And then it says that whether Twitter was ever good is one for history to judge. It wasn't. It wasn't, because Twitter was very one-sided. Twitter tried to censor conversations that happened to be anything other than left-wing ideology. This is why you loved it so much, and this is why everybody else was so miserable, because you yourself were benefiting from it every single day, while everybody else was dealing with issues like shadow bans or actual real bans and whatnot. This is why you view it with such rose-tinted glasses, because you're like, oh, Twitter of yesterday was so good. It was so amazing. We actually had communities. No, you had censorship. You had people that were silencing on your behalf. That's the thing. You didn't have to see anything from blocked accounts because people were being shadow banned anyway, whether you blocked them or not. It didn't matter. That's why you miss it so much. But he says, but I can tell you, it's at least used to be useful. Yeah, I'm sure it was. Breaking news as it happened, fostering new contacts, networking, glimpses into communities and subcultures that would otherwise be utterly obscure to you. Posts from smart people that were funny and from funny people that were smart. All this and more awaited in the tweet fields. It was a source par excellence for the on-the-minute gaming news. Takes from devs and feeling like you had a finger on something resembling the pulse of the...
Honestly, I'm starting to think majority of the game devs, I don't want to see their tweets in my feed whatsoever. Most of them, the kind of stuff they end up saying on Twitter is like whole childhood nostalgia ruined. A lot of them are acting as if their Twitter account is their personal diary.
Industry. You still have all that, by the way. You have all of that, by the way. Literally all of that. I mean, I do videos all the time about what developers say on X. You have that. You still have that. The only thing is now some of your developers are choosing to run away to BlueSky because they have this artificial boogeyman that they're running from when they all know that they secretly log into their X accounts every...
No, they're running away because they use a Twitter as a personal diary. And the consequences of their words caught up with them. So now they're running and to BlueSky and trying to run a different narration there.
Every day, whether or not they use their BlueSky or not. They're on X every single day. They may not post because they don't want to look like hypocrites, but they're on X, and you yourself are probably on X as well. Whether you want to actually be gone or not, I don't really believe that. And then he says that it was a source for excellent on-the-minute gaming news. It still is. It still is. See, that's the hilarious thing. You are trying to make it seem as it's this hateful place, but the fact of the matter is it's just a free and open market of discussion, which is something that you are not used to, which is something that you advocate against. You don't want free and open discussion. You want a controlled environment where you could flourish with no backlash and no criticism whatsoever. That's what you want. You want the perfect world, and that perfect world did exist for you for a while, and then Elon Musk bought Twitter and opened it up to the masses, and that allowed the conversation to be truly free for actual real diversity of thought. You're not looking for diversity of thought. You're looking for an echo chamber, and if you want an echo chamber, go to BlueSky. There were plenty of drawbacks, of course, but the positives outweighed them.
I mean, Twitter does have echo chambers as well, but it all depends on the kind of circle you are. There are specific people that we discuss on this channel that have extreme echo chambers, like Alyssa. She makes damn sure she blocks every single person just to unblock them and, you know, check what they're doing. But she has an extremely toxic and horrible echo chamber.
No, we didn't. But they've all been hollowed out by now. Breaking news, you can still find it, maybe. But there's a solid risk of a bunch of it will come from some guy with a Sonorat avatar and be almost entirely made up. Oh, nice shot.
So, wait. So he's saying don't trust this social media with news, but hey, go on BlueSky and trust that social media with news? What?
Bro.
What?
Shout out to me. Hey, he paid his $8 to get rammed up to the top for your For You page, and every single reply thread in the site will be damned if he isn't going to get his money's worth. Bro, your website pays $1,000 to be extremely artificially boosted on X above the regular blue chuds, okay? I don't know if you realize this, but when you have a gold...
I don't even have a check mark. And I don't know. People still somehow manage to find our profile.
Your own company will ensure that you are all the way at the top as much as humanly possible. Shut the fuck up and get over yourself, you absolute hypocrite. It's ridiculous. Then, new contacts, networking? No. The last time I opened my DMs on the site that is now X, they consisted in no small part of an alarmingly friendly women with alarmingly generic profile pictures telling me all about how they love to make friends of the opposite sex who have suitable personalities. Bro, if you're getting nothing but bot messages, then you clearly aren't networking or talking to people.
Yeah, I kind of have to agree because I don't get bot messages. I feel like you kind of have to say the wrong stuff and kind of isolate people, your own, industry people from not even wanting to comment on your stuff, and it's only bots. I think like the issue is on you here.
Because it's crazy. I don't get bot messages. So if you're getting bot messages, I don't know, bro. It might be a little bit telling. I have no idea. So ultimately, ladies and gentlemen, what we have...
No, but like, Twitter also has like the algorithm thing as well, right? Depending on what you check out the most, that's what will be showing up in your recommended. Like, for example, for our account, the only stuff we have recommended is VTuber rigging and gaming news. That's it. That's all we get. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
So, maybe they should check their social media manager what he checks out there.
Have here is a massive amount of cope and seethe, and this is only the beginning. I'm telling you right now, it is going to get worse. They are absolutely going to melt down more and more, and we are going to witness the fall of gaming journalism in 2025 even more than we did in 2024. So anyway, guys,
it's so bizarre to see like PC Gamer having like a meltdown over Elon Musk and Twitter article. Like, there's plenty of games you can report on. There's plenty of industry news you can report on. Your meltdowns are so bad, you're just